far.
Standout player.
And even looking at the Brazilians, they've not really been fantastic so far. It's just the individual brilliance of some players there. But notwithstanding, I still feel Colombians will get it. They might not win this game, but I'm very sure they will give the Brazilians a run for their money. But one thing that will affect Brazil in this match is if they try to be defensive. Okay, for the fact that okay, we'll score one goal, let's just sit down now. That will definitely affect them because Colombians have got players that can beat them on the counter. That is just unlock the defense, and so that will definitely affect them if they try to sit back now. But I don't see the Brazilians sitting back at all. I don't see them sitting back.
All right. Unfortunately, we can't see the game, but for those of you that can't see it as well, we'll be giving you updates as we get them. 12 minutes of football action. Brazil, 1 goal up, goal scored by Thiago Silva in the 7th minute. We'll wait to see as the game progresses what's going to happen. But let's move on. This one concluded, no stories. France lost 1-0 to Germany. An early goal. The only goal scored in that game. Borussia Dortmund defender Matt Hummels got a goal in the 13th minute, and it was enough for the Germans. So let me come to you. I know you saw the game, and let's go to the what-ifs now. The what-ifs. What-ifs don't count. But what could have France done differently? It seemed as if they gave their best. It was just not enough.
What if Benzema had scored? What if Mathieu Valbuena had scored?
Yes. What if they are taking their chances?
Exactly.
What if? But it doesn't count.
It doesn't count at all. But looking at that game very well, I think the Germans really came to the party. They had the game plan.
Pictures from the game.
Exactly.
And
they
the
had the
goal
game plan.
by Matt Hummels, free kick from Toni Kroos, rather Varane. I don't know how he was hard-muscled there, and Matt Hummels got to the ball.
Brilliant.
And some of the guys you were talking about. And I think Manuel Neuer today was one of the good games for the German goalkeeper. As in,
if I'm saying Manuel Neuer really played well today, now it's just going to be like, why are you hailing him again? He's been a fantastic goalkeeper all through the season. In fact, right from his days at Schalke 04. So
I think this was the chance we were talking about.
I think that was the last minute chance for Benzema there and all that. But the French also, I think one thing that really worked for Germany this evening was they had a game plan. Okay, if we try to score this goal now, the early goal, then we'll lock the defense there. Because the Germans, we all know them for being very compactable in the midfield and also in the defense. But one thing very surprising from the French team is that despite that they have so many influential players there, despite that they could not even break the Germans' defense.
A lot of offensive players, it didn't come from. I don't know if Lodi shares his sentiments. If France could have done better. In other circumstances.
In a game between two former champions, because like I predicted, I said, who blinks first will eventually carry the day.
Yeah.
Okay. For the Germans that blinked first, got that goal in 13th minute, actually sealed victory for them. That was what they needed to see victory, because there's heavy likelihood they may not have a better chance like that. So set pieces again, deciding the game between two top teams, two former champions. So that's what set pieces do in football. You might not score a goal in a normal play, but when you get chances, dead ball situations, set pieces, and you take advantage of
chances,
them, and you like it, and that's just the only goal of the game. And at the end of the day, it is the Germans going straight into the semi-final.
All right, let's look at other quarterfinal fixtures. Brazil currently playing Colombia, and of course, as you already know, the Germans through to their 4th consecutive semi-final at the World Cup. But let's look at some matches that we played tomorrow at the FIFA World Cup. It's interesting. We know that the Orange Boys, that's Holland, will be in action. They'll be playing against Costa Rica, and other teams will be in action as well. I'm very sure the quarterfinal fixtures will come up on screen. But Nadi, looking at the other matches that we expect to see, are we likely going to see a different trend? Are we going to see wider margins, or we're going to be seeing these slim victories that we've seen so far?
In your opening intro, you said we are getting to the business end. That's business kind of football. Yeah. You are not likely to see a team that will open up like that and do what we call basket kind of goals. You are not likely to see that kind of a team. What you see close margins. These are teams that fought all the way
to get to this point and won't let it slip.
So the last time they won the World Cup was in 1990. They've not gotten there. Yeah, of course. 86. They got to the final in 1990. Last edition, we thought they would be the team that would break hell hard, but it was the German that stopped them. Yeah. So here again, you have the bulk of the players. They look like the most complete team among all the other teams because of the quality of players at the disposal. So, but against Belgium, they call them dark horses. Why dark horses? Why they are dark horses? They look like the only European team that has an outside chance of winning, going by the pre-tournament predictions.
Okay.
So it's going to be a tough one.
All right.
The Argentines, they're going to rely on the indispensable Lionel
Brilliance
Messi,
of Lionel
who
Messi.
has really helped them all through. Scored 2 goals against Nigeria, gave them the winning goal against Bosnia, against Iran, saw them through. Nigeria got his praise, he left the
Give
team.
the
They won
assist
it.
for Di Maria.
Di Maria, and so they're going to
Yeah.
be hanging. They're going to be hanging their hopes on Lionel Messi this time around,
And
because
it's no crime.
it's no crime.
Yeah,
No, it's no
to
crime.
rely
You
on
build
Lionel
on you.
If you
Coaches that.
have, if you have the world's best player,
What do you expect? Use him. There's even if he has a slight knock, they're going to rush him back to play because they know his influence. They know what he can do. They know whenever he gets an opportunity or he has a chance of handing Argentina a victory, there's nothing Messi will not do.
all right. Maybe we can see the Argentine team. I was hoping we'll be able to see the Argentine team and talk about some players. Angel Di Maria has done well, in my own opinion. Pablo Zabaleta as well. Javier Mascherano as some of the players
Very outstanding.
that have done well.
Very outstanding.
The Argentines and the coach as well. I mean,
Alejandro Sabella.
Yeah, Sabella has made this team a bit different. You know, and I don't know, Said, let me just allow you to talk here. The Argentines against the Belgium, what do you think they need to do against the Belgians?
But just the Argentines, they've not really convinced me at all.
Okay.
If the Swiss, if they had good strikers, potent strikers who could just look at the net and say, okay, that is the goal there. And now they are playing.
Earlier we said what if doesn't count.
Exactly, what if doesn't count.
So
now
it doesn't count.
It doesn't still count here because they are already knocked out. Okay. But looking at the Belgians, now a better side compared to the Swiss. Now they have influential players, just like I said earlier on. They have the likes of Eden Hazard, Lukaku, even the young boys. They have so many players who could just unlock any defense. And one particular thing affecting these Argentines. Okay, we talked about Zabaleta, but notwithstanding, they still have the defensive problem there. Going forward, they have brilliant players going forward.
All right, let's flip it now. Quickly look at the Belgian team. Side couldn't resist talking about the weakness of the Argentines. So maybe we could see the Belgian team. And I'll go to Nodi and you look at the Belgian team. We have continued to sing the praises of Belgium, and you have a feeling they deserve it. Good goalkeeper, good defense, complete midfield, the attackers. And the only thing you can say about the Belgians is that they've even not played up to full potential. Yeah. But even at that, they got 9 points, won their second round game, and they're up against the Argentines, who says they can't win.
In '94, in the second one, it was the German that stopped them. In 2002, it was the Brazilian. Now they are here again in the quarterfinals. Yes, they are the dark horses of this tournament, coming from Europe. Okay. Of course, they have achieved. For now, they've achieved. But in the game of football, once you have a team like this Belgian side, they have strike defenders who can hold their own under intense pressure, who can
deliver.
Fight, who can deliver. There's little a team like Argentina can do. But the same Belgian team going forward can strike, and size open up the discussion by saying the Argentine team you can have that defensive frailties. But the Belgians
have not been better themselves.
They have not been, but again, you can't rule out the Belgians.
Okay.
You can't rule them out.
All right. Well, let's leave the Belgians now and talk about ever since Nigeria got dumped out. I mean, I've switched my allegiance, and forgive me, but the Orange Boys. Let's talk about Holland now, and I'm very sure a lot of people agree with me that that's the next best thing in this World Cup. Spain is out, Germans, well, maybe, but Holland. What's special about the Dutch team, Madi?
Well, the Dutch, of all European countries at the World Cup, they look the closest to winning the tournament. Yes, after that first game against Spain, so all eyes, the Brazilians are now looking at the Dutch as the only European team. They look at the only obstacle.
They've been tested. They've played matches they could have lost.
They look formidable. Coming from the qualifiers straight to the group, they won all 3 games. Okay. They skipped the French scoring side. Right. Yes, they now escaped against Mexico, but that shows that the Dutch is a never say die team.
They have it in them. Let's talk about their opponents now. The fairy tale run or Cinderella story whichever way you want to put it. Costa Rica up against the Orange Boys. Some will say there's nothing to fear about Holland. They've not won the World Cup.